What's up, YouTube? JP back for another JP Gaming. This one will be a quick episode. We're episode 4 of our lessons. Yesterday we had a good success with opening our first few packs. We created a pretty fun hunter deck, and we actually got a win. I believe that's where we called it. We had a quest to play 3 more games. I went ahead and did 2. Story goes, I didn't know I was starting one. Somehow I must have bumped my iPad or something, and so basically I was in a game, so I decided to complete it. We lost that game, so of course we couldn't go down without winning, so I played a second game, and so that's currently where we sit. We just need one more to complete our intro quest, so we'll do that tonight. We will spin the 100 gold on a Whispers of the Old God pack and open that on stream. So it's going to be a quick one, only 1 game and 1 pack, but this should be good. I did notice last night when I was playing the 2 games, if you remember from the previous episode, the first game we played was against a mage, and we beat him pretty easily. The next 2 games that I played were both paladins, and I'm getting a feeling that there's going to be a lot of paladins in this newbie bracket, so to speak. So I'm not sure when they move us out of there, but it'll be interesting to see if we play something that's not a paladin for this game. So we don't have any packs to open currently and no gold. That will be after this next game. So let's just go ahead and jump straight into the game. Pretty happy with the hunter. And one other thing I wanted to add, off camera last night, finished getting rank 10 on the hunter, so now we have all basic classic cards opened, and the final 2 classic cards that we received was Kill Command, which is a great removal spell. We'll take a quick look at that. Where are we at here? So there it is. Kill Command does 3 damage unless you have a beast on the field, then it does 5. That 3 or 5 damage can go against minions, or we can do damage. So this is an amazing spell to either gain board position or finish the game out. So happy to have 2 copies of that. I forget what we pulled out, but the deck's looking pretty good currently. Let's see if we can get a win. So we'll go ahead and just start up a game here in ranked. So you can see there we won a game, lost a game, won a game. So we're currently sitting at 2 stars, ranked 25. When we win this game tonight, we will get rid of this Angry Chicken graphic, and I believe go to Leper Gnome for 24. My first deck, play ranked. Let's get it popping. This is recorded on Thursday. It will be uploaded on Friday. I will be out of town through Monday. Through Sunday, returning Monday. I have Monday off, so we'll hopefully get a long episode in Monday, so keep watching for that, but there will not be any activity on the channel this weekend. So we're playing Diogo Warrior, also ranked 25. We'll dump the Stampeding Kodo, and happy to have Loot Hoarder and Animal Companion. Decent. Arcane Shack. Cool. So we'll go ahead and pass, keeping the Arcane Shot for creature removal. One thing I noticed about both Paladin decks I played yesterday, both Paladin decks utilize dragons. So I don't know if they're just lucky in opening those dragons, or if they know something that I don't know, but there are some dragon synergies that are particularly useful in certain classes, and so we'll keep an eye out and see how we can, what packs we should buy and open to maybe get some of those dragon cards, because it was extremely powerful, let me tell you. So here, just put down our Bloodfin Raptor, passing turn. Not too scared about the 1/1 boar. We do have Arcane Shot if we decide we want to take care of it. Next turn, we'll hopefully curve out into an Animal Companion. There's old Huff boy, our Huff dog. what we don't want to see is one of them cutesy plays. Second abusive sergeant could buff the first abusive sergeant and clear the huffer. He's coming in naked though, so that means whirlwind, or most warrior removal is works around the idea of damaging creatures that have already been damaged. So here we'll just go loot hoarder into bow and arrow in turn. Too early to tell which way this game's going. We're definitely playing against a newbie. Could be like us. This could be an alternate account, but nothing too scary so far. There's our taunt that we've talked about in the past. So we'll go ahead and pump him to 3. And the loot hoarder plus arcane shot will be enough to take care of this guy. So back to what we talked about previous, we always want to draw first or get more information first before we do anything. So in that situation, instead of playing arcane shot first, we're going to attack in with the loot hoarder, get the new card, and then reevaluate the situation. It happens to work out perfectly for us, so we'll go ahead and use arcane shot, clearing this. Now we have to make a decision here, and because we have Tundra Rhino on the bench coming out soon, in the batter's box, we will go ahead and, instead of playing tracking, yeah, we'll go ahead and play Timberwolf here. Passing turn. I noticed Diogo is getting a little antsy over there, so probably a character on a alternate account. He thinks he's cute with this little Acolyte of Pain that every time it takes damage, it draws a card. But we're going to shut his little face down, dropping a Stampeding Kodo on that ass. Feel good about that play. Now what we really want to see here on this tracking is our Houndmaster. So let's cross our fingers. There it is. Probably still going to pick it up. Other considerations. Acidic Swamp's probably not bad in this situation because they typically will have weapons. And Animal Companion is dope. But I think because we have the Kodo that has a 5 body, Houndmaster is just awesome here. And if you didn't know, there's a hide show button here. So you can always take a look at your board, reevaluate, come back, pick your Houndmaster, pass turn. So our warrior here thinks he's got plays. He's probably going to swing into the Kodo, which is fine. Oh, he's not. So joke's on him. We will definitely punish, and he's going to get punished hard here. Really hard. So this will probably win us the game. Not even have to worry about putting the Crocodilus down because the Tundra Rhino will give all beasts haste. So we'll be able to, actually 1 mana shy there. But I still think it was an okay play to hit our bow there and push damage. We're in a driver's seat now, so here you'll see the power of fucking warriors. There's the axe that we should have had the ooze for. Oh, we do have it. For some reason, I was thinking that was 9. I guess I was figuring in the bow as well, but we can definitely play this, and even this. So I feel pretty good. We're in a good position. He's blown pretty much all of his removal. He can't have that many good spells left in his deck. kind of a weird play because the hounds are better into a large board state. But I felt it was pretty cool to trade one hound and one boar instead of losing either one of these creatures, which is powerful in my opinion. Because, for example, we can trade the Crocolisk into the Reckless Rocketeer and retain our Tundra Rhino, which is good value. Put down some defense and put bow to the face. So the game should be wrapping up here shortly. I'm glad that we're able to share these victories together. Better than losing in these early rounds. And something I want to... A good lesson for today, though, is starting off, you can expect to lose. And especially in games like Hearthstone that are skill-based, but also random RNG. There's going to be games where you just get blown out with the most ridiculous luck. But that goes both ways. You're going to have some lucky games and you're going to have some unlucky games. So one thing to really try to keep in mind when approaching this game is don't play on tilt. Don't get so upset that you're going to start making bad plays. Don't play emotionally. Always just kind of brush it off, laugh it off, and remind yourself that what goes around comes around. You'll get the good plays, you'll get the good wins. That's super critical to remember, especially early when you don't have the decks that some of the people that have been playing for a long time have. Alright. So he's pretty much donezo. He's going to swing the croc into our face. The trap is going to bounce him. Still in a pretty good position though because of that Arcanite Reaper. But now he is not, so that's good for us. Fuck hunters. I mean, I'm sorry, fuck warriors. Excuse my language, but Arcanite Reaper is a very good card that is destroying meta. So they're destroying the current meta with Pirate Warrior. So I'm glad that we could take them down here in the newbie brackets. Oh, sorry. So I believe that was the reward for the quest we just finished. Now we have a new quest, Beatdown. Deal 100 damage to enemy heroes. That's 40 gold. And so I get the feeling that we're now out of newbie quests. Non-hidden at least, and these are your daily quests. We can verify that by taking a quick look here. Yes, so I believe in episode 1 I talked briefly about the difference between newbie quests and regular quests. This is a regular quest every day from this point forward. Now that we've done the newbie quests, every day we're going to get a new quest added to our little 3 slots down here. If all 3 slots are currently filled, it won't add us a new quest until we've completed one. But you'll notice we're given the chance to re-roll 1 quest a day. So we don't like Beatdown. That's a lot of work. And we don't like the fact that this is 40 gold only. You want to aim for quests that you can complete that in a reasonable fashion that are rewarding more. So there's 50 gold quests, there's 60 gold quests, and 100 gold quests is the highest you can get. But those are all considerably a lot more work, so it's give or take. Some days we will want to take 40 gold quests and complete those, but I don't think today's the day, so we're going to actually re-roll it. And we got another bullshit one. So anyway, we're not going to even focus on that today, so we'll take a look at what we get tomorrow, and so when we have 2, we'll re-roll 1. But the moral of the quest lesson is just always make sure that you have an open slot available so that the daily quest will be available for you. Come down and you can complete it, so you keep that gold going. Once you get better at the game and kind of get a feel for all the different quests, then you can start min-maxing and saying stuff like, I don't like this 40 gold quest, I'm going to cancel it, and stuff like that, to hopefully get higher quests that give you more gold, so that you're making more gold on a daily basis. So we're going to take a quick look at the shop. We have enough gold to buy a pack. I don't know if this is the right answer or not, but we've already bought one Whispers of the Old God pack, so we're going to buy a second pack, hopefully get a couple Cthulhu creatures. So go ahead and buy that. Jump out real quick. Drag this over. Alright, so typical JP luck, we have the basic 4 commons and a rare. We're going to mix it up and go this direction this time. So first up, remember this is Whispers of the Old God, only second pack we've opened, so these are going to be a lot of new interesting cards. Power Word Tentacles, 5 mana, so it's extremely, it takes a lot of mana to cast, and this is a spell that buffs a minion, so kind of cool. I mean, this is where you would need to be if you're going to play Angry Chicken, our mascot, but you got to remember, there are many classes that can easily handle these things. All it takes is a 2 mana sap from a rogue, bounces your creature. Suddenly you've just lost this that you've sunk 5 mana into. So, I don't know. What this would be used in, though, effectively, is there are priest combo decks that utilize spells that make a creature's attack equal to its toughness. So you could theoretically build a creature up, get them really fat, and then play that spell and kill your opponent in 1 turn. In Magic, stuff like this, where you put a single creature on the board and then put equipment and enchantments on it to kind of build it up, is, I believe, referred to as Troning, but I could be totally wrong, because Tron is lands that trigger. So anyways, there is a term out there, but Voltron, maybe that's Voltron, maybe that's what I was looking for. Anyways, Carrion Grub doesn't look hot on paper. It's a vanilla creature, no abilities, but it's actually surprisingly good in a hunter deck, simply because not only is it a beast and it's relatively cheap, and it fills this 3 slot is not as good as a 2 slot or 4 slot for hunter, so that's a good filler card. But the most important thing is it's a 2/5. So remember how we love that Kodo? He's also a 5 toughness, and when we put the Houndmaster on him, he's suddenly a 7 toughness taunt creature. Well, this guy comes down before the Houndmaster does. So 3 on turn 3, we got the good beast. Most people are going to avoid killing it or be unable to kill it. And then the next turn, if we have Houndmaster, boom, we're curving into some crazy combos. So, love to have that card. Glad to get it. Another hunter card. Excellent. This will definitely be replacing one of our arcane shots. It's relatively the same. It costs the same amount of mana. It does 1 less damage, but early game, in the 1-drop removal slots, there's not much difference between 1 and 2. I say that now, we're probably going to get blown out by like a small-time Buccaneer who's 2 toughness, but this guy does the damage and leaves a 1/1 on the field. So for the most part, I feel like it's better than Arcane Shot. Last common before we get to the rare, Psychotron. 5 drops, so it's a little expensive, but it's a taunt, which we like, and it's a Divine Shield. So I don't know if we've talked about Divine Shield, but Divine Shield is a protection. So the first hit, no matter how big the hit is or how small the hit is, the first hit is going to be absorbed by the Divine Shield. Divine Shield will fall off, and then it will simply be a 3/4 taunt without the Divine Shield. So that effectively makes it a lot harder to clear, and if you can somehow get into some board states or tricks where you can bring it back or revive it, is coming back with that Divine Shield. That's not a battle cry effect, so no matter if it's cast or just poops out of the sky, it will always have the Divine Shield when it comes back to life. So Great card in Arena. Decent card for us, considering it's only the 5th pack we've opened. And for the final pack, this better not be an Angry Chicken. Can't be an Angry Chicken, but let's see what it is. Alright, so a pirate. Got a few pirates now, so not unhappy about that. This one's a weird one, though. I've never seen it played. Blackwater Pirate. Your weapons cost 2 less. It's all classes neutral, but not all classes have weapons. So, good body. Not very good attack. I would prefer it at a 3, but might have been overpowered at that point. So, we'll probably never play it, but overall, it's a great pack. We've had 2 hunter cards for us. That's going directly into our hunter deck, so we'll keep playing that. Go ahead and make those changes real quick before we wrap up the video for the evening. Next video, I think we'll try the arena, which will be fun. So, like we said, we're gonna start by. Oh, and we also got Hunter's Mark, which makes On the Hunt even stronger. Hunter's Mark was the second to last basic class card for Hunters unlocked. I think we unlocked it at rank 8. It changes a minion's health to 1, which allows it to be sniped by On the Hunt. It allows it to be traded with Unleash the Hounds. So it's a good card for us, and that just makes it even an easier include to remove an arcane shot, sneak in On the Hunt, and then kind of want to remove Raid Leader because it's not a beast. You know what? I'm going to remove a Freezing Trap. There's only one secret in our entire deck. This one's pretty defensive. It saved our bacon in the last game, but I honestly believe that Carrion Grub would do relatively the same thing, especially if we can get our Houndmaster, which is the all-star of our deck, onto the Carrion Grub. So, pretty cool deck. We're going to change the name. We got wins. Cool. So, awesome. We've got 2 wins on camera. We got a win and a loss off camera, so we're doing pretty well. And we're doing pretty well with stuff that is basic classic cards. Now, it'll be interesting to see once we get back into it whether we'll still be in that newbie bracket, and when do we come out of that newbie bracket and really hit Main Street, you know, so where all the big boys are at. So that's going to be a rude awakening, and we will definitely get knocked around. But until then, I think we're doing really good. If you have any if you're playing along, if you're starting your own character or your own account, and you're playing along with me, if you have any troubles, or if you need any advice, or just have some questions, or it's not working out the way it's working out for us, you can feel free to hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube, leave a comment. Just reach out, get in touch with me. We can add each other on Battle.net, and I'd be happy to take a look and you know, help you out. Unfortunately, you can't trade cards in this game, so everybody's kind of on their own. But we're gonna win together and learn together. So glad that everybody's tuned in. Hope you tune in on Monday when I'm back. And until then, have a good weekend.